Hi guys, welcome! And now I'm going to share with you the official comics adaptation of the 2005 movie Batman Begins, written and directed by Christopher Nolan, starring Christian Bale. So this is the beginning when we see Bruce Wayne fall into a dry well, and then he was attacked by a swarm of bats. And then flashback to a prison in Bhutan when the adult Bruce Wayne was in self-exile. And then he met Henry Ducard, played by Liam Neeson, and who recruited him to League of Shadows. And then we see the young Bruce Wayne after he was rescued from the well. And then continuation of the adult Bruce Wayne joining the League of Shadows when he was hiking in the mountains to look for the headquarters of the League of Shadows. And then he encountered tough physical training there. And then you see a flashback of young Bruce with his father Thomas and mother Martha. His father was explaining how Gotham building Wayne Enterprises is at the center of Gotham City. And then this was the infamous flashback of the night his parents was murdered because he was so scared with the bad costume performers. He wanted to leave the theater earlier. And now this is more flashback on training of the adult Bruce with the League of Shadows or with Ducard. This is their sword fight in the ice. And then more conversations with Alfred in the Wayne Manor. And then he meets his childhood friend, Rachel, who he is secretly in love with. And then they go to the trial of Joe Chill, the murderer. So he was really sad because Joe Chill was acquitted. And then he wanted to kill Joe Chill, but another member from the mafia of Carmine Falcone did it. And then more flashback on his time training with the League of Shadows. So he decided to take matters in his own hand. He decided to destroy and kill the League of Shadows. But he opted to save Ducard and get him under the care of some locals, and then he went back to Gotham to finish his business. Now you see this is when he started to make or scout locations for his Batcave. And then he meets Lucius Fox, the friend of his father, and then he sees for the first time the Tumbler. And then he started fighting. He stopped a drug smuggling operation by the pier, by the people of Carmine Falcone. And then he also met, meanwhile, Scarecrow or psychologist Jonathan Crane is hallucinating people with his hallucinogen. You see here. And then Batman attacks Jonathan Crane, and then he finds out that Crane is working for Ra's al Ghul. Now more fight scenes, and then back at Wayne Manor, adult Bruce is having his 30th birthday party, and then he's surprised to see Ducard alive and well. And then he finds out that Ducard or Liam Neeson is really Ra's al Ghul after all. So they had a fight. Ra's al Ghul decided to burn down the Wayne Manor. And then, fortunately, they now have the antidote to the hallucinogen or the toxin from Scarecrow or Dr. Psychologist Crane. They decided to make a lot of other antidotes for future victims, including Rachel. And then this is more action scenes because Ra's al Ghul is trying to destroy the city. Some flashback on the graveyard of Thomas and Martha Wayne, and then conversations of Rachel and Bruce about wanting each other but they can't do it. And then